This might be the coolest thing I've ever made.
This crazy thing.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are swatching my brand new Magic Sunbeams collection. So these actually work like my thermal pigments, except it takes UV or sunlight to make the nails change. So these nails, for example, let me show you right now. See how they change color? We're literally walking around with 2 sets of nails on. What? So we have 9 colors that we're going to swatch right now. Okay, so always wear protection when you're using pigments. I'm using my beautiful pink pearl gloves because they're so pretty. So I'm going to do this on, I'm just going to use all the same size nails. We're going to use my extra long stiletto size 5s because these ones never get used up in my pot. So they are perfect. And you know I hate waste. So we're just going to use those up and just give this a little buff. These are going to be my pictures for the website, so yeah, I thought, why don't we do it together and you guys can see the colors. And I'm going to swatch all of these colors onto just some white nails so you can really see the true color. And for that, we're going to use my White Mittens gel paint. Now this is pure white, and this is why I thought it would be perfect. And you can use these for art, but they are also good as a base too. So we're going to use my gel brush and we're just going to paint the whole nail. And you're probably not going to want to watch me painting 9 nails. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Let me just zoom in a little bit more so you can see how stunning is that. And this brush, it just like glides the polish without getting lines, although I can see some lint. Would it be a nail video without a piece of lint? Seriously. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this for all 9 nails and I will be back in a minute. But because these swatch pictures are going to be for my website, I am just going to do a layer of my top coat because I just want them to be super smooth for the images. So I will do this. Oh, I will do this for all 9 nails and then we will get started. Okay, so we have all 9 nails. I'm going to pop that on my stand. These stands, guys, are so amazing when you're doing 10 nail sets, by the way, and they are holographic. So let's take a little peek at the brand new collection. So this is the Magic Sunbeams nail pigments. They are sun UV activated. So the instructions are the same as the heat activated ones. You mix them out with top coat, 50-50. Again, the same rules apply. So the more pigment, the more pigmented your mix is going to be. So if you wanted to do, for example, say you were using shadow and you wanted to do a really faded shadow, you would use more top coat. If you wanted it to be darker, more pigment. So let's get them out. So we have shadow, we have aquamarine. That's one of my absolute favorites, by the way. We have fuchsia. I'm doing this new thing where I don't try and hide my mistakes, and yes, I spelt fuchsia wrong. my dear friend pointed that out to me and I had to change every single sticker. So yours will be spelt correctly. Okay, so anyway, we have fuchsia. Next up we have sky blue. We have flare. That's probably my absolute favorite out of them all because I just love like my oranges and peaches. Then we have wet grass. We have radiance. We have ultraviolet and we have sunshine. I'm actually going to show you the pigments change before I even paint them because you can actually look at the color before you use it with these. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so let me show you exactly what I mean. You can actually check out the color just by putting these under UV or sunlight. Oh no, sorry, it's on charge. So watch this. And this is so cool. Can you literally see it changing before your very eyes? Look at that. What? I'm sorry, what? So you can actually like fully check the color that it's going to come out before you even use it. Obviously that's just hit the UV light, but underneath hasn't. So if I was to move this out the way, you can see its original form. So that beautiful one is called Radiance and it's just a gorgeous bright orange. I will swatch that one in a minute. So we're going to mix it with my Glass Slipper Gloss Top Coat. Now this consistency is absolutely perfect for these pigments and it's a no wipe top coat. So you don't technically have to top coat it after you've used it because it's already in the pigment mix. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in here so you can see the ratio. Now I'm going to go for that and I'm going to mix it up first. Now you do want to make sure when you're using pigments that it is mixed really, really well. If it's not mixed properly, you're going to find that areas are darker and areas are lighter and it could even look grainy. Now this would be fine if you was doing like a marble effect or clouds in the sky, it wouldn't really matter. But if you just want a solid color, make sure it's mixed really well. Now I am in a cabin with windows, so as you can see it's gone slightly orange, but that's going to be translucent on the nail. Okay, this on, I'm going to use my gel brush again. Now whatever brush you are using with these pigments, do make sure it is very, very clean. I mean, you don't want any other gel polish or gel paint in there because it's not going to disappear. So for example, if I'm going to be using this mix I've just used and I have a slight bit of, you know, black hidden in the deep root of the bristle, then I paint this over the top, it's going to be mixed in, and when it comes to disappear, it's not going to. Okay, so let's just paint this all over the nail. These are also buildable, so if you want to do more, you can do more. Now, as you can see, it's got a slight light peachy tint. Can you see that? Now that is because I am sat in my shed in the daylight. So I'm going to, at the end, cover all of these nails up and put them back to their true form. Okay, so let's do a really, I'm just going to take some of that off. We're going to do a really, really thin coat. And now we're going to cure. And let's see what she looks like. So this one is Radiance. Let me just grab my little hand light so you can see it change. Look at that coming from the bottom. How cool. Let me just spin it. Wow. Look at that. You can see the areas that have hit the UV and the areas that haven't. And just look at the difference. Now, if I was to put this in my big lamp, let me just show you how quick it will change. Okay, so that's just come out the big lamp, and look at that. And can you remember what it was like before? It was virtually invisible. And that's just one coat. You can see here where I've got areas of the gel polish that was thicker. That's why it's darker. But wow, how beautiful is that? So that is shade Radiance. Okay, so up next we're going to do Wet Grass. Now let me just show you it in its tub. Now this one has a slight pale green tinge at the start, before you start, and the lids that have two tones on them, can you see it's lighter on one side and darker on another side? These are the ones that are kind of two-toned. So let me show you it when it changes, and you can really see the difference. So let me get some top coat. I think I probably took out way too much last time, so I'm just going to go with that. You just need, if you're doing a full coverage nail like me, on a client or whatever, then you just kind of need to estimate the amount of gel polish you would use. So imagine that you're going to be painting the nail as normal, and just take out that much top coat. I'm going to do a thin coat again. Now you can see on top of a white, it's got a green tinge. Again, I am in the daylight. I'm going to do a thin coat this time. I'm going to try and make it really even. It's kind of hard, I suppose, when you're doing top coat, because you can see where you're going, but it's hard to kind of judge the amount. So I'm just going to keep swiping my brush through. Okay. Right. Are you ready for the change? Here we go. So this is before. Shall I just show you the bottom bit like an ombre? Wow. How pretty is that? Can you imagine if you do have these full coverage and you go outside and, like, you know, just like the tips of your fingers are showing and you've literally just got an ombre. That one is absolutely stunning. Look at that. So this one is Wet Grass. And you can do these on top of a colour as well. Like I could have done that on top of a pale blue or a pale pink, and you probably wouldn't even see the pale green before. That you can see, this one's not even gone back. That's how bright it is in my cabin right now. Okay, so next up we have Fuchsia. Again, yours will be spelt correctly. Now this one is a proper clear one, I would say. Okay, so let me show you this one under the UV light. It's beautiful. It really is a dark fuchsia colour. It's so pretty. I'm already like, I mean, I've done one flower set with these, which I will show you in a second, but I'm just picturing so many spring, summer floral sets, you know, like you can literally give your clients a set of flower nails, and then they go outside and the flowers change colour. A little bit of these goes a long way. Let me tell you, I have pigment pots that I have had for absolute years. So yeah, it might not even look like a lot when you see the size of these pots, but trust me, a little bit goes a long way. You see the little amount I put in this? I might even need some more top coat. We will see. So we're going to do a thin layer of this. Now this one is almost completely translucent. You can still see the pure white now underneath. And just getting all those little bubbles out. Right, let me grab my lamp. Okay, so this is fuchsia. No, it's not. What have I picked up? Hold on. There we go. There's the correct one. Wow. This might be the most dramatic changing one out of the bunch. Look at that. So I'm going to show you what would happen if we actually used a thinner consistency. Now I've put some top coat in with my pigment, and I'm going to do a thin layer just like I did before, but this is probably 30% pigment, I would say. Okay, so this was the first one we did. Let me pop that on there. So this one is 50-50. Now this one, I have used less pigment, and look at the color difference. So that is the same pigment, but two different colors. Okay, next up we have Sky Blue. Now this one's got like a kind of, it looks kind of pale green, but it will go translucent when mixed with the top coat. So let me show you this one. It goes like a kind of dark blue, which is why I called it sky blue, because it's kind of like the sky as it becomes nighttime. So if you mix less of this, you're going to get a more translucent color, which is going to give you a lighter effect. So this one's kind of got a very light blue tinge. Can you see that compared to the white? So it's ever so slightly. But if you was to do it on, you know, for example, a character, you're probably not going to notice it. Oh, my light's just gone off. Okay. So there is Sky Blue. Look at it changing back. Look at that. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Look. Ready? Let's go in. It's getting dark here now. It's about, what time is it? It's about 4 o'clock and I am in England. So the sun's going down. How cool is that? Oh, I don't know. This one might be my favorite, you know. Well, we'll do a comparison at the end. Okay, so up next, I'm going to show you Sunshine. Now, this was a firm favorite when I dropped my teaser video. I think most of the comments were wanting to see this color. So I am excited to show you this one. Get that off. Now, as you can see, this is a white one, which is essentially clear. So let's charge it up. This one is really beautiful. It doesn't even look like it's changed, does it, under the UV? And then look, bam. What a difference. Honestly, choosing the 9 colours for this collection was probably the hardest thing because there's so many I love. But I did want to keep it just 9 so it kind of matches with my other magic collection. But I think I picked a good set of colours. You can see this one is completely invisible. So when you are using the pigments that are clear, you are like completely blind painting, but it's fine. You can see where the wet areas are, so you can see where you're going. Okay. Beautiful. Right, let me get my charger. So this is Sunshine. Let's start from the bottom. What is going on? Look, I've got some purple on it. I think this lamp's... Okay, let me just put it in the lamp. Okay, I've just grabbed another lamp so you can see it change. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, that one is gorgeous. That one's actually a really dramatic change as well. Can you see that bit of purple there? So that is what I meant earlier about you need to be really careful with your brushes and keeping them clean, because that is how easy it is. Let me just pop this in the big lamp too to show you. So this is what it's going to look like when it's outside in the sunshine, and now it's fading because there's no sunshine here. There we go. Love it. Okay, so up next we have shadow. Oh, I hate removing those things. Sometimes I just go, pff. Right, now my lamp is charging, so I'm just going to pop this in the big lamp and we'll just do, oh, it's not coming on. 1, 2, 3. There it is. And you can see the colour it was before. So let's get that one swatched. Now this one is surprisingly translucent considering it's a almost black shade, which is going to be really handy for characters, outline, etc. Just pop that in the lamp. Okay, so there we have shadow. That's going to start to fade. See it going more of a shadowy colour now. I had to put black in there, you know, especially because I love character nails and stuff. So I can use that for doing the outline of a, you know, a cartoon or whatever. And then I can colour it in with these pigments. I will have tutorials on that soon, don't you worry. All right, so now I'm going to show you Flare. This is one of my top 3. Just blast it in the lamp. 1, 2, 3. Try not to spill it. So it's kind of a red. It's like a burnt out red. Let me show you it next to Radiance. Let me just pop these in the lamp. So there is a side-by-side comparison. You can see one is orange, one is red. Again, because of this product, you're going to get so many more shades in one as they fade, etc. Right, let's swatch this beauty. Right, so let's see if this one's going to come out clear. It does have a slight tint on the brush, but I would say that one is pretty much clear as well. Oh, did you just hear my belly rumble? I'm hungry. Okay. So there we have Flare. I will show you them all together in a minute, but we've got 2 left to swatch. Which one should we do? Let's do Ultraviolet next. So this is, of course, as you guessed, a violet colour. Let me just put that in there. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. The difference. That one is so pretty. I'll show you this one next to Fuchsia as well. So this one is very, very high pigmented. So you do not need a lot when you're mixing it. And as you can see, it's come out quite bright. Missed some areas here, but that's fine. I can go over a second coat. It's fading already. Let's do another thin coat, especially up here where we've missed it. But you can build these as well, because it's just about the sunlight reaching them. So if you think the first layer is going to go invisible, then the second layer is going to reach the sun as well. Dear, my tummy. Now, as you can see, there it is with a second coat. That is absolutely beautiful. I want to show you this one next to Fuchsia, actually. Let me just find Fuchsia. Let me just put them in the lamp and I'll show you them together. So here they are together. Now you can see this one's definitely more of a fuchsia purple. It's got more pinkier tones. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so that is Ultraviolet. So last up we have Aquamarine. Now this is it starts off as a kind of translucent green, pale green, and then you pop it in the lamp. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and look at that. It's like a really dark kind of turquoisey colour. So pretty. So this one is probably the most visible one before you have cured. As you can see, it's going to be green straight away, but that isn't going to matter because you can still do this on top of colours and just play around with your base and see what works and what doesn't. Like if you was to put this on top of a white like I have, it's not going to look like white nails. If you was to put it on top of a pale yellow, it's probably going to make them look discoloured, you know? Right, let's cure that. Oh, wow. So that's one coat. You can see the colour it would be if I was to do a second coat, but I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's really pretty. So that is Aquamarine. I'm going to show you them all together now. Okay, so here are all 9 shades when they are not in direct UV and sunlight. You can see some of them are starting to change now. I've taken them out of the shaded area I had them in, but they're all pretty much translucent. So let me just grab my lamp, and now you'll see them change. How cool is that? So pretty. Let me know which one is your favorite, guys. I want to know which one you're most looking forward to getting. These will be available at the end of March. I will be launching them live on TikTok, which I will pop on the screen for you right now. Make sure you're there because I always do giveaways too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love the look of these brand new Magic Pigments and their colours. And I cannot wait to see all of your work. I'm honestly so buzzing about this. I will leave you a little discount code in the caption and all of the links will be below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.